So today I have somebody's car in here that don't know what they hit on that side, but they hit a deer over here. And we got some Chinese parts to try to replace and help them out, because obviously the body shop wanted more than this thing's worth to repair. So we're gonna try to get this thing fixed up just with a black bumper, new headlights, and hopefully get her back on the road. So we got stuff almost lining up on this one. This, obviously, as you can see, this flaking, this bent a little bit. So we'll probably have to bend that back out a little bit. And that bolt is hitting. And you can see it pulled off of that front part of the frame. So we're gonna bend this thing back to bring it back over here. Sort of like this one. This one's flush. It's bent over here. But we're gonna try to bend it back because the next part is gonna be trying to get this lower bracket in, because that one's gonna be difficult. We may have to try to get the headlights in and then come back because both of these are bent pretty bad, these metal ones. We got the plastic ones that retain the bumper, but we don't have the metal ones. And these might be too bent to try to unmangle, excuse me. And obviously we got the winch to be able to try to pull that thing back out, but it'd be best to have a new one of these probably. We'll see. But this side's gonna be pretty easy, I think. Headlights, like I said, it's already basically in there. Just have to get that guy back in place, probably pull this guy out a little bit. But it should be pretty easy over here. I was able to bend it pretty close to the right angle, I think. There's just a little kink in it still, but overall, I think it's pretty close to where it needs to go. The light fits in there pretty good. So we'll see if we can get that thing to line up right. And get the bolts in and get the headlight in. So I disconnected the fender so I can kind of see how much I need to do it, much I need to move it. So got that lined up, basically, that lined up, basically. Basically, this needs to be brought out, flattened, and then it needs to be brought back in. And obviously you can see that it's very far off. So we're gonna try to massage this thing to get it to work. It's gonna be a little tricky, but it doesn't have to be perfect, because this is not for profit. This is just to help somebody out. So we're just gonna get it back on the road, working, safe, and looking decent. So I got it closer. I got it a lot closer. Just need to bend this area out some more and then bring the whole thing in some. I got some hard plastic and then some metal to try to give it some strength, to be able to not like bend just this one small area. And I'm just trying to bend it out. So much fun. So I got this new bumper retainer in. Again, this area is not gonna look great. The bumper is not gonna be flush, but the biggest thing is it's pretty flush with the headlight. Looks pretty good. Again, this is not a perfect fix. This is mainly just to get this thing more street legal. This bumper retainer went in pretty nicely. This one should look pretty good over here, but I think we're ready to put the bumper on. There we go. Unfortunately, this is very difficult to try to get this thing out. I thought I could get it more, but I did what I could. But it still looks pretty good, all things considered. This side looks great. This side, you know, not perfect, but it definitely looks a heck of a lot better. Also, it had a bank 1 and bank 2 fuel lean. And I came in here looking at the air box. These 2 vacuum lines are disconnected. I'm assuming it goes like that and goes like that. So that might be the cause of that. But I'm gonna quickly disconnect the mass airflow sensor, check the air filter, and then I'm gonna probably cut these back because they're a little dry rotted, and then I'm gonna put them back on. I also found that the air filter is not fully engaged. So whoever put this air filter in here didn't properly lock it in the back. And that's obviously when those came disconnected, I guarantee you.
We put the car all back together and it looks pretty good. Now, it's not pristine, but we didn't have the budget for pristine. So, you know, it is what it is. But I was also really glad I was able to catch that issue with the airbox and the vacuum lines, because there could have been a bigger issue down the road if she kept on driving with that check engine light. So thankfully that's resolved, and also it looks better. It's not an eyesore to look at, and also the headlights are actually projecting how they should at night, because previously there was tape over it, broken shards of plastic everywhere, so it was not great. So I'm glad I was able to do this for her, get her back on the road, and I'm glad she wasn't charged $3,000 to fix her $3,000 car. You know, that would be ridiculous. So anyway, until next video, catch you on the flip side.